Actually,
I didn't just notice the camera.
Well, I have a YouTube channel where I film at like flea markets. Hey everybody, so in this video I hit an estate sale in New Jersey, packed with sports memorabilia, particularly boxing memorabilia. I buy a ton of stuff, a ton of great boxing items. This sale was a real knockout. Hey everybody, so for some reason my GoPro didn't start recording initially as I walked into this estate sale. I realized it right about at this point in the video. I clicked record again, so you missed me grab the first few items I found, which were a Spalding 1950s football helmet, a pair of Reach boxing gloves, and a cool autographed hat. So you'll see all those items later on in the video.
Your tote number 1.
Me, thank you.
Okay. And Smoke and Joe Frazier.
Miss, you work here, right? I had tote 1. If I can put this stuff in there.
Sure, I'll put it in. Is
Also,
it upstairs?
Okay. Well, she took stuff and ran it upstairs. I don't know where she put it. And then I wanted to get the phone in there, but it looks like it was still wired into the wall. It's like it's just. Yeah, I was just telling her. Thank you.
Upstairs, right, Cindy?
Yeah.
Where is it at?
It's around the desk on the right corner here. But I didn't want to. It looks like it was
Okay.
still. I thought it was like a regular wire, but it's not. It's sort of wired in somehow.
This one?
All right, let me, I'll get it.
Yeah, no rush. I'm still shopping for a while.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Thank you.
Now, yes. Right back here.
Now the question is, who's the better person to tally out, Tally or me? I don't get it.
Where is it? Where's your file?
Number 4.
I think you can tell me
Are you taking those?
Well, we can ask pricing. Are they individually priced?
$10 a piece.
Okay.
40% off of that.
Okay. So I'll pull some stuff out. I wasn't sure if you're selling by the.
Over there.
Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else want to be on our email list? All right. All right, what's your email?
So these binders were pretty cool, packed with a lot of neat boxing ephemera. There were a couple of these binders. The one had a lot of loose items inside, which you'll see a little bit later. Also, you'll see me throughout the video putting some stuff in a tote, like I'm doing right here. That was the tote they had assigned me. It was going to be sort of my holding area. I'm not hiding that stuff there. You'll see later on they pull that tote out and go through all the items when they're totaling up my purchase. I had talked to the person running the sale about potentially buying the albums in their entirety, but it sounded to me like they were going to just count up the pages, discount it to an extent, but it was going to be like $6 per page, and they were going to discount a little bit on top of that. But as you'll see, a lot of the pages were like photocopies, modern reproduction photos. There was a lot of autographed items, but as I'm flipping through here, I'm looking for early, like period photographs, ticket stubs, postcards, better autographs. So I do pull out some pretty cool stuff, but a lot of stuff you might see me flipping through and think, oh, why didn't he grab that? A lot of that stuff was pretty modern, like reproduction. Even though some of it was autographed, I typically don't buy like modern 8x10s that are signed. I like more true vintage photography when I find it.
The older ones we were doing 10 on,
Okay.
and then the newer ones we were doing 5 on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and then of course it would be 40 off, so they would be
6.
They would be 6.
Okay, cool.
Because I knew they were native.
Stick
I
around.
got a walking.
My fault. Yeah, you really did.
388. Yeah.
Could you total me up when you get a second? I'm
Yeah.
around the corner there.
Yeah.
I'm number 1 right here. Sorry.
Yeah, covering it. 'Cause it's
Got it.
Okay, so 192, so 192.
this went out.
Okay, all right. And the last question: do you know what this piece on the wall is? Is that a painting? This like 3-dimensional piece?
Cool.
I'm not sure if it's like
I don't know what it's actually done on. It kind of looks like.
because it's raised off of the backing.
I know. It's different, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I really.
There's stuff on the writing on the
It
back.
could
Oh, is there something on the back?
It's just written.
Oh,
on the
just
back
his name,
corner.
on the back. Is that your bottom on that? I just don't know.
But yeah, I can't
Yeah.
go. low.
Okay, I'll do it. So 75.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we can put it in the pile.
You want it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, do the 190 plus 75.
265.
Okay.
Sure that's all you want?
There's definitely a lot to. I'm sure. I wish I came the first day. I'm sure there was. There's still great stuff.
They all spent hours setting this up, man.
Oh yeah, sure.
From what I understand. I just
I actually was
I
thinking,
didn't just notice the camera.
well, I have a YouTube channel where I film at like flea markets and yard sales.
Do you really? Which flea market?
I usually go to Columbus, Renegers out in Adamstown.
Oh,
Go
that's
there.
far.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that good?
265.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, so back at my warehouse after an estate sale, pretty good estate sale, had a ton of sports stuff. This was not the first day of the sale, so they probably had a lot better stuff earlier on. I had to work the day the sale opened, but everything in the sale today was 40% off, and they did a little bit better on some of the stuff for me. So first I will start with some of the hats. There was a group of 4 hats. Corinth boxing team. It's a pretty cool boxing news painter style hat. Never seen this style hat before. So this is the Tim Couch, University of Kentucky hat. But I don't know if you can make this out in the video, but it's like a hologram of him throwing on the brim. It does have a lot of foxing. It is signed, but I thought it was pretty cool. Never seen a hat with like a motion style graphic on it. And this hat, it's pretty cool. So a league of their own, like the World War II Women's Baseball League. This was a legendary ladies Hall of Fame hat signed by 4 of them on the brim. It is a K Products hat. So I thought that was pretty cool. The Oakland Raiders mini pennant, I think it was like $6. Little Olympia Athletic Association of Philadelphia boxing medal. It is sterling silver, 125 pound boxer class. You can see it is Mark Sterling. Muhammad Ali puppet. Eagles button or pin, nothing relating directly to the Philadelphia Eagles. I thought it was cool though. Cleveland Browns. It's like a tie clip in the NFL box. Tie tack. It's like a I would say late 60s, very early 70s NFL card deck. The Eagles stopped using that helmet in 1973. Not sports related at all, but it was only $6 for this vintage phone. There's a little parachuter, like paratrooper graphic on the front. I'm not sure if that was added to it. Again, this is not sports either, but I thought it was cool. It's like a hand-painted Native American chief on like a wood, mug or wood stein. Again, it was $15 plus 40% off. So I'm going to put that in the phone in my antique shop. Spalding Jim Taylor model. 1960s football helmet. The Detroit Lions. I'm assuming that's the Lions. The tag is cut. I think it was probably like a Champion brand, but still pretty cool. And this is interesting. This was not cheap, and time will tell if it was a good buy. But it's a Billy Conn original piece of art. And it is signed by the artist in the corner, and his info is on the back as well, Norm Holtkamp. Just with some cursory research, when I got back to the warehouse, he was actually an auto racer in California. Couldn't find much on his art, but I thought it was pretty cool, pretty well done. It's like raised off of the back. Looks like it's like charcoal or chalk image. And there's also, as a nice little bonus, there's a little Billy Kahn. I think that's 48 or 49 leaf. Again, that's not a terribly valuable card, but it'll help to offset the cost a little bit. They had it priced $150 plus 40% off. They cut that in half, so it was $75. I thought it was pretty cool though. And then probably the stuff I was most excited about at the buy, they had a binder full of assorted boxing ephemera. A lot of newer stuff in the group, but I went through and it was $10 each plus 40% off, or $10 each per page. So I grabbed some cool stuff out of the book. So this was the Rocky Graciano page. That one is a sign on the back. A little earlier photo there. And cooler though, and this is my favorite piece that I picked up today. It's a boxing ticket, Tiger versus Giardello, 1963. But it's signed by Graziano on back and signed by Pete Latzo as a 1920s, I think, welterweight boxer on the front as well. So that was pretty cool. John L. Sullivan, later image, signed Willie Lamorte, Tommy Loughran. That's an original photo there. Gene Tunney. Here's a cool little like exhibit card. Peter Altieri, a couple of original photos. Harry Bernstein. Cool like lobby card from Rocky. Rocky 3, Hulk Hogan. There's another one on the back. I forget what that image is. Rocky and Adrian. There's a cool original postcard of like a fight at the Knights of Columbus. A little signed boxing photo. Joe Louis first day cover for Joe Louis stamps. And then a Teddy Atlas signed letterhead. So again, pretty cool group of ephemera. And then lastly, did buy this pair of boxing gloves. Reach brand, probably like 1930s, maybe 40s. But again, $14. A little wear, but still pretty cool. So overall, a pretty cool group. It was a $265 total. Time will tell what that profit will be, but it was a cool sale to dig through.